It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Bills and the Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they present...
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. But what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all, and thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 67 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, Austin.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And some room to roam now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 8. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have flipped it on the ground.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A give right side now to Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On play action, Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Taking it about the 36. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw is Tannehill. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down. The Bengals at 13-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Something happens.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Kareem Hunt
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
133 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Fields.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Fields. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not good. Job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hunt will try going up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And able to connect with Berrios. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
A carry here for Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 7.
Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here come the Bills.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tannehill. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tannehill throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Tannehill. Spinning away. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
183 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Able to slither by. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They run with Hunt. Room here to run.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Bengals,
they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.